GamingFreak.com. Hello and welcome to a slightly different kind of tactic. I like to call it squad leading from afar. This opening bit is just me scouting in this match before it actually got a bit into the tactic itself. But what I noticed is there are a few too many people here at the start, so eventually had to shift it up and do stuff differently with the squad as well. I die in not too long as well, so and then what I find for this tactic, I found it's either quite good to be a sniper, which I'll do a second video with a follow-up, just to show the sniping aspect of doing it like this. And then you've got the commando aspect, which worked really well on this map. This is quite a while ago now, but this tactic is still pretty viable. What you can do with this tactic, which is really cool, is really hassle people whilst your squad do other things, so you can really distract from a single point. So here we've hacked everything pretty much except Charlie and I think the CRU. And so what I do is I tell the squad to move in on Charlie here, and I can give them support, tell them who's where from a distance, which is quite nice to be able to have eyes on the objective that's not in the panic, so to speak, able to see. I think, for example, here, I could then say, okay guys, now move towards the CRU, and they start moving, and the person who's already nearly there, I can say there's a cloaky heading your way, whoever was near the CRU, heading towards Alpha direction. I think they got Jack at the time, but the rest of the squad start gradually moving in now on this CRU from different angles as well. And I can pick off any stragglers whilst the squad moves in as well, which is really cool. And it just allows for a somewhat more cohesive attack or even defense, but it's harder on defense to do this. So here we can see this guy. This is a heavy coming up, but there's already people moving up, so I can defend the flank here of my squad mate as best I could. It was a bit hard though because of the heavy with the old armor, and the scrambler rifle didn't work so well with that. So yeah, and here I'm saying, okay guys, move in on Alpha from the CRU direction because they just took the CRU, and I can keep their attention focused on me, which is always good because it allows for a nice flanking maneuver like you see here. Boom, kill assist. Then we've got 3 more below. 2 are heading to Bravo, I believe, so I'm telling the squad finish the ones at Alpha first, and then we can go from there. So there we go, we finished them off there, and then I can say, okay, we they're going for the ammo supply, for example, so the whole squad moves as one. I try to distract at Charlie as much as I can to keep them from meeting in the middle. You see, so now I've got them slightly pinned down at Charlie, which is good, which allows the squad to have more time at Bravo and then gradually make their way through to Charlie, which is really, really useful. It just allows for a smoother transition. The cool thing with this game is it wasn't 2 full teams, so it made this tactic as well much easier to demonstrate. It was just the right kind of situation, which worked really well. And again, I've got the orbital. I can cover Alpha as well and give them support again at Charlie here. And as you see, this I think saves them in a sec, because I can straight away call out that behind them they both survived a heavy, and it right behind them at almost point blank. So either that's a really bad heavy, or or they were just very good shots, or lucky as well, or a dangerous combination of all three. And so here you can see we're starting to consolidate the city with this tactic. It's working quite well. Notice I didn't put any uplinks up here, so then it won't give me away as much. I'm not looking to kill so much here, I'm just looking to squad lead, give intel, and maybe hassle and be a distraction, you know. So here we've got some of them heading towards Alpha to then begin securing the Alpha to CRU direction, and you've got some heading from Charlie to CRU. So we've got a nice pincer movement going on, and also I can keep a watch over Alpha as well. The blues as well, I think we're going for the outside points. Here I'm trying to just give as much cover as possible. The problem is with the structures in place here made it very, very difficult. But as you could see, you can cause one or two to panic, which makes a nice difference. So these guys moving in now, I tell them to hold and wait for a couple more people to turn up, which didn't work so well in that case just there, but it works well in a short time. And here it's difficult because I think the squad were getting stuck at certain places, which didn't help. So now that they'd died, they could actually kind of ironically coordinate a bit better, which worked really well in this upcoming case. So the guy moving in from Alpha to CRU, I believe it's here that I told him to hang back. I can't remember exactly because it was quite a while ago. But so I remember I told him to hang back there, and now we start to get the flanking going. As you can see on the heads up display, you've got 3 guys, 2 on the left and 1 on the right, and me giving some intel support. And as you can see, the difference here is quite amazing. Then as we start to take the point, I call Jack to fire his mass driver in to decloak anyone, or not decloak, but just cause a bit of panic to anyone who's there, which works nicely. There wasn't anyone there, but we got the hack, which was nice. And then this HAV came in. But yeah, so this tactic worked quite nicely there. You know, I was able to coordinate to say, okay, you X and Y go left and Z go right. Okay, and then I could be like, okay, now they're taking Charlie. Let's move in as a group. You know, try and move in together. At the same time, I was able to be a distraction up here, which worked really well again. And there was no one else up here with me, no uplinks, nothing, so that there could be no other no blues kind of camping up here or anything. And again, I'm not looking to really kill, I'm looking to support and give intel. So you can see me not primarying the players, but primarying the uplink there, and then covering their flank as well, which actually ended up working really well. So this is at the near the end of the match here, but you can see that you can't cover them from everything if you've got a heavy like that. Sorry to say, but this is probably one of the worst orbitals. I have no idea who called that in. But that's a terrible orbital. A fail-bital, I think is what it should be called. So there I was able to tell Nitro that was a heavy in the corner, and he was able to see it. He had low health, so it made quite a big difference to knowing what you're coming up against and not just charging in a crazy way, all gung-ho. So yeah, a pretty cool round. Again, you know, it's a different kind of tactic. We did it again with snipers, which I'll show at a later date. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, please leave a like, favorite, and subscribe, or hit the subscribe button that's coming up next. Thanks, guys. Bye.